Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Rome 2 Siege action. We have a 3v3 for you here, and by the what's going on? Where are you? There it is. There we go. The name of the replay alludes to the fact that players on either side make some questionable decisions. Perhaps don't play fairly, but we shall see. As always, I never watch any of the replays beforehand. I go into these blind, and we watch the battle, or I watch the battle evolve as you do, naturally, without any idea of what actually is to come. So we're going to have to keep our eyes peeled, see what type of shenanigans ends up happening here. And, of course, we will chastise those who make foul plays. But anyway, this one has been sent in to us by Emperor Kandikatsu, and as always, let us go over the players on the field of battle, quickly go over armory comps, and then we'll get right into it. So, we are here at beautiful, lovely, ever picturesque Telefordune, and defending we have we have Jagoar, Jagoar, Jagoar or Jagoar, one away. Playing as Tylus, Iceful playing as Seleucid, and Tito playing as Carthage. Attacking, we have DJ playing as Epirus, Emperor Kandikatsu playing as Dacia, and Shedbro playing as Galatia. Oh man. Alright, so let's see what everyone's bringing here, or at least see who we can see, what they're bringing. Galatia is bringing, looks like we have some naked swords, a bunch of Galatian legionaries, of course, 3 Syrians, it does appear to be. General is a noble horse, 2 more Galatians over here, got a levy unit, a levy freeman, and that appears to be it for Galatia. Epirus is bringing. We have some Italian swords and Samnite warriors, it appears, up in the front, ready to breach the walls. Back here we have 2 mercenary Etruscan hoplites, another Samnite warrior. We have 3 Cretans and 1 archer, 2 royal peltasts, 2 Hellenic royal guard, and then the Hellenic royal cavalry. And a unit of mercenary Italian we have. And then Gete is bringing, let's see, we have 4 units of Dacian heavy bowmen. We have a noble sword general. And then with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 noble swords. He does have a ballista way over here. And then we have some mercenary Celtic warriors, and then axe warriors, I believe, as well. Yep, mercenary axe warriors as well. So, 49 minutes, 44 seconds on the clock. If it was 49 seconds, it would be the fastest battle ever. Let's get things underway. See what happens here. So, Tylus shots out already, going after, naturally, we're going after the ballista here. Looks like he's leaving out some to kind of bait a little bit. I think, however, Tylus probably can, if they aim well enough, they could definitely get this ballista right here. Honestly, he can probably get all of them, honestly. If he aims well enough. There we go, shot. I think that was the first hit, actually, on that ballista. Ooh, dry fire. There goes 1. Got 3 left. We'll see what happens here. Ooh, he hit that. So he's going to try and go for one of these here. Close. Let's see what's going on over here. Anything? I don't see anything, really. Interesting placement for Carthage's ballista, too, actually. Oh, that was close. Curious if he put it there so that he could swing it around and use it. Always a decent idea to try and do that if you're trying to keep your ballista from getting... Oh, he did get it. Uh-oh. Gete might be in some trouble here. But yeah, that's always a good idea if you want to try and save your wall artillery from getting destroyed. There goes that one. He's got one left. Hopefully it's well enough defended that he'll be able to save this. But honestly, I think that, again, if Tylus manages to get his shots aimed well enough, he'll definitely be able to get this. That poor guy. He's got it. He's got the angle. He just needs to aim a little bit lower. Oh, we can see some of the defenders now. Some tribal warriors. What do we got here? Silver Shield Pikes. Hopefully... Oh, man. I hope we don't see any hill camping. I guess we'll have to wait and see, right? And it appears that quite possibly Tylus might be out of ammo here. No, he still has ammo. So he could shoot, but he has not yet. See some, what do we got? Cretans? Yes, Cretans. Slowly but surely, the attackers are moving up. Tylus is now moving up his units. He brought a ram here. In the wrong place, though. Galatia, however, has not decided to move up as of yet. Got here Celtic warriors, Libyan infantry, mercenary noble fighters. Okay. We have some Gallic warriors, more tribal warriors. Looks like Gete is now taking some shots. Wait, what? Really? How is that working? How is he able to shoot through this?
Same to you.
Please fire again. How does that work? How did that work? How is he able to... Is it because he's actually threading it through this hole right here? Interesting. Anyway. Alright, here we go. What do we got? Oh my god. Lots of Hillmen. Oh boy. The Seleucid's not going to have a great time. Jabby's already out. So quite a few volleys have been wasted on the front doors. Honestly, there's not a bad idea. If you see that if the defenders have men up right here, this close to the walls, right? Especially, I guess, if it's on a barbarian settlement, move the towers up close enough so that they start throwing their javelins and let them waste them. But anyway, this front line's not going to last very long. It's only Hillmen. Axe Warriors are honestly not too shabby of a unit. There we go. And the Celtic Warriors, of course, are no pushovers as well. So yeah, these the Hillmen aren't going to have a terrific time. More Hillmen, and then what we got? Thorax swords. We probably have, yep, Syrians. Can't see anything else as of yet. We have, it looks like, probably some Cretans up here from Carthage. Carthage is moving some more of his troops in to stop this advance here. And it seems, at least so far, that they are going to try and defend heavily here. Although Seleucid doesn't exactly have the best defensive troops right here. I mean, I would say it would be different if he had archer. I mean, hell, even I would set some archers up right over here. Right? Where's the mouse? I keep losing the mouse. Right here. Set archers up right here, and then you can fire right into the sides of these guys. It is their shield arm, so maybe... I mean, if they're going to try and defend this as heavily as they possibly can, you could even risk having your archers here and fire in on the sides. That way you can get the sword arm instead. Yeah, you're going to kill the Hillmen, but, I mean, they're going to die anyway. So you might as well use them to pin down the attackers in place, or at least for a short amount of time, and then you could pepper them down with the arrow fire. Galatia moving up the rest of his units.
Fire!
Galatia, looks like Galatia might have moved his one tower for Gete. That was very nice of him if he could do that. Shots coming in. Big shots coming in. Ooh, yeah, going after those Syrians and probably also trying to get after some of these thorax swords as well. More Samnite warriors from Carthage there. Hellman starting to break. No real surprise there. Again, these axe warriors, I mean, they're no joke. They're pretty serious. They get a small little bit of armor-piercing damage. But here we go. Tribal warriors, that's going to be the real contender here. With that insane 70 melee defense and 95 armor. They can just tank so much. So they're definitely going to have a really good time against the Axe Warriors and the Celtic Warriors. But now we have some Samnites coming in. And Samnites, of course, do have a better armor... Oh, no, they have the same armor stat. Melee defense, like, not as good. But they do have better melee attack and weapon damage, I believe. Actually, no. Tribal Warriors have better weapon damage. Not melee attack, though. That's proving, though. I mean, Tylus really is a great defending faction. Especially since they don't get archers. They only get slingers and peltists. And slingers aren't, you know, they're not great for attacking. You can't sling over walls, so you can't really offer any... Oh, my God! Carthage coming out with some mercenary Iberian cav chasing down the Dacian heavy bowmen from Getae. They're going to get in there, too. Oh, but they're going to take a lot of jabby fire here. But these heavy bows are getting chewed up down to 95 guys. Noble swords charging forward to catch these Iberian cav. Nice. I didn't even notice that. Very slick, Carthage. Very, very slick. Down to 30 men. They actually are routing. Starting to waver. They will come back, though. There's 93 men left in this unit. But he's going to keep on going. He's going to try and keep on going. You would think that, like, Epirus would, you know, move his cav over. I mean, the Iberian cav is gone, but even still. What more do we have here? Samnites, Thorax, Syrians. Yeah, so they're really... Thorax swords taking on some Axe Warriors. Axe Warriors are getting shot, so it's going to slowly start to go the way of the Thorax swords. But honestly, this isn't a terrible matchup if they weren't getting arrow support. Again, the Axe Warriors aren't a terrible unit. Melee defense isn't great. Armor is pretty solid. But, I mean, look at that. The melee attack and melee and weapon damage is not great, but again, they get AP damage, so not a lot. It's not significant, but it definitely helps out a little bit. But getting shot by Syrians while fighting Thorax swords, yeah, it's not going to go your way. Tribal Warriors up to 126 kills so far. Doing really well. They are winning slightly. Looks like that's been wavering back and forth here and there. So they're trying to do what they can. It looks like they are surrounded on either sides. But then again, so are these Axe Warriors, kind of, being that these Gallic Warriors have been sent in as well. Celtic Warriors are starting to waver here against these Galatian Legionaries. No surprise, they are a very tough unit. Just all around a well-rounded unit. I mean, 40 and 40 for melee attack and weapon damage, 75 armor and 65 melee defense. Yeah, Galatia is no joke. For sure. Is Ballista out of ammo? Possible. Only 12 kills. Are they? No. Yeah, okay, there we go. Those ammo. What do we got up here? Green archers. They are firing down. They're going to get some good shots off on these Galatian Legionaries, especially in the sides and on the flanks, or in the rear. Shots coming in. Ooh, going after some tribal warriors. Can't really blame them. They're dangerous units. So far, though, the attackers haven't been able to make too much of an advance. Dacian heavy bowmen, though, are now firing on in, going right after these mercenary Scutari. Good unit to go after, too. Scutari are a pretty serious unit. I mean, they don't get any type of buffs or anything like that, mainly because they don't really need it. I mean, they get a pretty decent charge bonus, 21, 42 melee attack, 35 weapon damage, and then 60 and 60 for melee defense and armor. So again, pretty solid, very solid unit. Samnite Warriors actually not doing too hot over here. against the Libyan infantry and the Scutari, which is surprising, considering that they have insane armor value.
As you say.
Naked Sword's moving around. Hopefully he gets them away from here. I don't want to get peppered down by these Cretans. Because they will... Yeah, look at that. They're melting. Look how fast they're just disappearing. That's what you get when you have 10 armor. You like to run around naked. Technically a loincloth. Italian Swordsman now taking on these tribal warriors up to 195 kills now. Really doing well. Surprised to see that these 72 kills for Hillman. That is actually surprising. Taking on some mercenary axe warriors. I would think that the axe warriors should have this, but the Hillmen are actually holding their own. I mean, they're losing, but it's just surprising to see them have more than 15 kills. But it does look like that the defenders are starting to pull back a little bit, and I think we might start to see some shenanigans soon. You can see here, General's bodyguard. Gette's going to take some shots at him right away. If you're going to bring a guy up this close, you better be ready to lose him. Libyan infantry moving forward. Going to allow these Cretans to slip on by and get them on out of there. He does have another unit of Cretans up here. So Tylos might be moving his tribal warriors up here to defend this as long as they possibly can. So those Cretans can unload into Galatia's forces over here. Libyan infantry completely, well, no, not surrounded, but they're going to be shortly. Taking on some Samnite warriors. And they're just getting absolutely hammered right now. Down 73 men, only 80 kills. What do we have up here? Some more Celtic warriors. Carthage's general falling back. Hasn't lost anybody, but he did sustain damage, so in the long run, that will pay off. Etruscan hoplites making their way up the ladders. And they better hope that they can make their way in, or at least capture a gate. Otherwise, their cab generals are going to be useless. Tellerfordun is one of those settlements where you don't ever bring a cav general if you can help it. Because if you don't capture the gates, or you don't bring artillery to knock down the walls, your general's not going to get in there. What? Oh my god. So, what do we have here? Gaul. Well, there's the first defense. Gallic hunters from Tylos. That's not right. Well, what was the general? It looked like it might have been shield bearers. So, Gallic hunters from Tylos. It's wrong. They don't get Gallic hunters. Look, personally, I don't... If you want to glitch in units, for me, this is my own personal opinion, that's fine. But just ask. Ask if it's okay. Like, hey, do you mind if I do this? And then, if everyone says, yeah, it's no problem, then okay. But if they say no, don't do it. I mean, there's a reason why Tylos doesn't get archers, alright? There's a reason why they don't. Is it stupid? Historically, do you, like... Well, actually, no. Historically, they didn't... Professional armies didn't really use archers. They used slingers. For the most part. So... You know. But, yeah, don't do that. Tylos is pretty... They're not completely broken, but they're kind of broken. I mean, the Tribal Warriors are just insane. Tribal Warriors and Oathsworn that they get. And they do get some pretty solid cab units, too. Got some hoplites surging forward. Going to go and engage these Libyan infantry. Hopefully they'll be able to either hold and or break them. They're going to stop right here. They're going to keep on getting shot, though. That is a bit of a problem. But yeah, again, circling back to having cav while attacking, it's not worth it, man. Unless you take one or two of these entrances, it's not worth it. And taking this entrance is never worth it either, because you could end up getting... Ooh, nice shot. You end up getting shot. Who was that? Who fired that? Was it Tylus? They're still firing. 28 kills so far. Or not Tylus. Gets it. How many Hillmen does he have? He has so many Hillmen, it's ridiculous. More shots coming out from the imposters and Gallic hunters. And yeah, they're gonna have to try and do something here. They can't leave them up here. So even though they're kind of jerks for bringing Gallic hunters, glitching them in, Tylus and Carthage do have the right idea here. Idea. Because if you can control this plateau right here, you have great shots to fire into the rear of the attacking force, especially as they move their way up this causeway here, engage the defending troops, and get stuck in and bogged down. If you control this, you can fire into the backs of the attackers. Or, conversely, if you are the attacker and you can control this, you can fire into the sides and the backs of the defenders. But with how many tribal warriors Tylus has up here, he fully intended on committing to 210 kills for these Cretans. Nice. Fully intended to committing to holding this so that he could best utilize his archers that he should not have. What are you going to do, though? Towers burning, that's going to take out some tribal warriors, not a whole lot, though. And this one, I think... No, it isn't firing. I always wondered about this because I've never actually paid attention to it. But it doesn't fire, because I always thought, like, oh, there's no capture circle for this arrow tower, so you'll never have to worry about them taking it. No, it doesn't even work. It's there for aesthetic purposes. Hillmen, what else we got? Thorax swords, Syrians just hanging out. Are they firing? Nope, not yet. Can't see any shots from the Gallic hunters coming out yet. Ooh, these legionnaires, however, they're getting shot right in the back. Only 50 kills, but I mean, they're getting hammered away by some Cretans over here and possibly the Gallic hunters as well. Libyan infantry up to 120 kills. Doing it pretty damn good. Epirus looks like using his archers to try and burn down this arrow tower. Honestly, not a bad idea. It's just one more obstacle out of the way. And he's using his archers, which, I mean, if he was using his Cretans, I'd be like, well, you're wasting ammo. But this unit, I can understand. They have 125 range. They don't have the best missile damage. So using them to take out structures is not necessarily a terrible thing. So it looks like the attackers are just going to completely ignore Tylus up here. I mean, hey, maybe the Gallic hunters are actually out of ammo at this point. I don't see... Let's take a look, actually. No, they still have ammo. They still have plenty of ammo, so I don't know what he's waiting for. Now would be the time. They have the range. They have 140 range, so they could definitely get over here and just the amount of... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Libyan infantry starting to waver, going to break and probably disappear into nothingness soon. There they go. But yeah, completely ignoring this is... I mean, what are you going to do? There's 4 units of tribal warriors up there, and what was it, 1 or 2 units of Celtic warriors? They're committed to holding that for the long haul. And sending any troops to deal with that force up there is only going to cost you in the long run. It's not worth it. Hopefully, well, they're not going to start to fire. They have nothing to fire at, and they're unlike. It'd be nice if archers could be. You could fire indiscriminately, like with artillery, where when you hold the left Alt button on your keyboard and you can click with artillery, you can make them fire wherever you want. I feel like that should also be an option for archers as well, but I'm almost positive that it is not. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Get a little cool shot here. At least try to. And zoom goes the camera. Still haven't figured out why that does that. I know I say that every single time, but it is the truth. It befuddles me. Befuddles me. Ooh, you can see what is the general here. Shield bearers. All right. Love this unit. Really do. I mean, 115 armor. Ridiculous. Melee defense is pretty good. Then when you plop them in the hoplite wall, that's going to skyrocket a little bit more. Sluice is losing his thorax swords right down over here. Not doing too hot. 135 kills, though. Not too bad. Doing pretty good. Tuscan hoplites, 48 kills. 130 for the Italian swords. 170 for the Galatian legionaries. Honestly, this is surprising to me. Because if you know me, there's one thing I hate. It's Italian swordsmen. Because they ain't that great. Of course. And they start to waver as I say that they ain't that great. Perfect. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, Tribal Warriors not doing too hot. They are up to 70 kills. Noble Swords are doing a hell of a job over here. Chipping away at these guys. But again, 1, 2, 3. 3 more. 3 more. And he's pulling out, so... Pulling out this unit of Tribal Warriors, let them take a rest. Cretans are breaking, but, I mean, they are out of ammo, so it doesn't even really matter. Gallic Hunters are still hidden doing their dark and shadowy work, so to speak. And, I mean, it's an all-out push, it seems like. Epirus and Getae over here, trying to chip away at these thorax swords, but only to be met with Tribal Warriors once again. What do we got here? Libyan Infantry, Tribal Warrior, I mean, just Tribal Warrior spam. It's tiring, honestly. It really is.
Take their head. His head is
I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, Tribal Warriors are a fantastic and terrific unit. But if that's all you're gonna bring, come on. You know, you got Greco-Thracian swordsmen, right? Is that what they're called? Who are like a good, solid unit. They're a really good unit. The problem that I have with Tribal Warriors is that defensively, they are amazing. But, and on attack they can be too, but for me, the 30 melee attack and 40 weapon damage is questionable. Because they have melee defense and armor like they should be, this insane high tier unit. And they do cost quite a bit of money. But the melee attack and weapon damage ain't shit, and all I get is shield wall. Which, honestly, is probably fine, because if they got Frenzied Charge or Headhunt or anything else, it would be so utterly broken that I don't think anything would be able to actually defeat them. Naked Swords coming on in, they're going to take on these Tribal Warriors here. And they might be able to do some damage, but Naked Swords are much like Thracian Warriors and Falksmen. They're shock infantry. You want to charge them on in there, let them get that charge bonus off, 32 by the way, and then, oh, that was a nice shot. Did you see that? How many kills does he have so far? 40, not bad. There are the Gallic Hunters. Cheeky bastard. And now Epirus and Getae are completely committed on getting up here. But still, this is going to be a fight. It's a necessary one, though. They can't walk away from this hill. They can't leave people on this hill. They have to take care of it. And any amount of men that they would leave behind to prevent them from coming down the hill, they'd have to leave at least 3 or 4 units here. That's, again, that also is not worth it when you're trying to push forward and make some type of headway in progress. Oh, nice. Getae using the wall here to slink their way around, get into the sides of these Tribal Warriors here, and possibly even these Thorax Swords, too. More Naked Warriors coming on in. They're going to charge in here. Charge bonus with Frenzied Charge is up to 52, so that's really impressive. Tribal Warriors are losing slightly, but as this buff goes away, I would imagine that they'll even out a little bit. Big shots coming in though.
Wait here.
How many kills do they have? 47 and 18. Alright, sword's getting pulled away. Tribal warriors just broke. Okay. So now he has two units of full health tribal warriors, one depleted unit, and one full unit Celtic warriors.
Break off. Katu, slow go.
I haven't seen any of the attackers do anything gifty yet. Not yet. But who knows? There might be something else that the defenders might do besides just glitching in Gallic warriors, or Gallic hunters rather. We'll have to wait and see. But so far in the battle, I would say that the defenders are fighting an extremely good delaying action. They're really doing a terrific job of containing the attackers, making them pay for each step that they take, and then falling back to more defensible positions. The attackers, though, still have quite a number of troops, though. I mean, you still have at least one or two, maybe even 3, 4 units of noble swords who are ready to go and are almost full contingent of men. 3 units of full Galatian legionnaires, 2 units of full royal peltists, and an almost full unit of Samnite warriors who are coming on down as well. So, I mean, the bout's power is slightly in the favor of the attackers. At least it seems like. Ooh, looks like we might have got some collateral damage there by accident. But these guys are about to break. 154 kills, not bad. Naked warriors 61 and 54. Legionnaires up to 184 kills. Tribal warriors here. Fight's even so far, so that's good. And it looks like the archers are firing into the tribal warriors. Now they are losing, so that's even better. And now this tower is going to start to get captured for the attackers. And that'll cause these tribal warriors here to get completely annihilated. And now we have a kind of clear avenue here. Honestly, if I was Carthage, I'd probably pull back my Libyan infantry, just try and save them. Of course, though, you do run into the risk of getting chased down and absolutely slaughtered. But now that they've made some serious progress over here, they'll be able to capture these gates, and then they'll be able to actually get their cav on the inside. Unfortunately, though, I mean, here's the problem, too, with Tola Fortune, and some barbarian settlements, too, for that matter. There's not a lot of room inside the settlement to actually move around and effectively utilize your cav. I'm not saying that you can't, because you absolutely can. We've seen replays where you can effectively use cav on the inside. But Tola Fortune, I mean, especially once you get up here, there's not going to be really a lot of places that you can rove around. So there's 2 units of Silver Shield Pikes. Guys, 20 minutes, 10 seconds left in this one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that cool YouTube stuff. Helps out the channel. Of course, I appreciate it as well. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below for Twitter, Twitch, and Discord. Twitter and Twitch don't really ever use all that much. Discord does get used, though not very frequently. But that being said, hey, look, if you have Rome 2 battle replays of your own, win, lose, or draw, that you won and or lost or had a draw in a spectacular fashion, send them on in. I would love to cover them. Just click the link in the description below for the Discord server, hop on in there, and drop your replays in the replay section of the server. If you don't know how to find your replays, feel free to ask in the Discord server. Myself or somebody else, I'm sure, would be happy to help you. But of course, Google and YouTube also are free resources, so you'll be able to find it there too if you so desire. Trying to get shots up over here to chip away at these forces here. I can't really blame them. Galatia's leaving some Levy Freeman here to try and deal with the tribal warriors.
Move out!
I think we all know how that's going to go. Noble Swords is sticking around too, it seems like, as well. But here we go. Mass push forward. They're going to come over here, capture these gates, going to allow the cav to get on inside. But of course, we have to be well aware of the fact that Carthage has a ballista still that has lots of ammunition. I mean, he could just, even if he just spun it like this real quick, the blob that is here, the amount of kills that you could get is ludicrous and absolutely disgusting. But Carthage may not know that you can actually move this, so we'll just have to, wait and see if he figures out how to do it. Well, now just a little lull in the battle. Gete over here was victorious. Looks like Tylus has pulled back his tribal warriors that were right here, moved them up towards the hill. What do we got here? Tribal, and tribal. It appears that the Gallic hunters are no longer firing, so that's great. They managed to capture this capture point. So that's going to buff morale for the attackers and debuff morale for the... Ooh, is that a shot? Yes, it is. So he's going to fire in on these cav, but they're going to get on inside before they can really do any type of serious damage. Watch, he ends up getting a lucky shot and killing one of the generals. But that's it. Oh! Gete on the ball. Fire shots out on the ballista here. He's turning it. Come on, quick! Go! Go! No! Oh my god! Oh, fire! Oh! Oh my god, dude.
Stop shouting and put him out! Stop!
Did they get it? Oh, they got it. I think they got it. He got a couple shots off, though. How many? 99 kills in that short amount of time. He did pretty good there. He did pretty good. I'll hand it to him. Alright, now we can see Carthage has set up a little bit of a kill box here. Sam Knights and Sam Knights. So, I mean, 0 and 0. So they still have jabbies left. But Gete here, actually, is in a perfect position to fire in on this unit of mercenary Sam Knight warriors and get some great shots off. Especially because they'd be firing in onto the weapon arm of the Sam Knights. Meanwhile, over here, yeah, nothing's really happening. I feel like they're not going to even try and bother because there's too much to worry about over here.
Loose!
Go. Moving on in. Ooh, okay. Definitely a better unit to go after. Those Syrians, they made themselves known. Over Shield Pikemen. Only 82 guys left, 92 kills. They can't be out of ammo, can they? Yeah, no. So they're going to get shot. They're going to take a lot of arrow fire. Royal Peltas have made their way up now. They're going to fire right into these Thorax swords. And so are the Cretans as well. They're going to get melted pretty well and good. Lots of jabby fire coming in. They're actually pulling back. Syrians pulling away. Sam Knight's not doing too hot.
Put up the shield wall! Get running!
Galatian Legionnaires coming in to back up the Noble Swords. They are losing.
Move it!
But so are the Sam Knights, except for this unit right here. Are so good. And again, they still have, well, Gete doesn't have too much of anything left. Epirus doesn't really either. I mean, he has his Royal Peltas and his pikes. But the pike, being able to use the pikes is going to be wholly reliant upon the fact that the attackers are out of ammo, which I don't think that is actually going to happen. 1, 2, 3, right? So 106, 74, and 1. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely have plenty of ammo left. Oh, and they have a Royal Peltis unit too. Okay. Okay.
Get running!
Firing right after these thorax swords.
Move it!
Slowly but surely.
Get out!
Sandlight Warriors coming around. Looks like, I guess there's a little bit of a gap here. It seems like, right? Yeah, we can see. Yeah, the way that he's angled. So he's just in there to try and prevent. Thorax swords getting routed here. Starting to waver. Taking a lot of shots. This unit of thorax swords not doing too hot either. I mean, they're taking on 4 units right now. Royal Peltis moved up. Possibly to get switched out. We'll see. Bounce power, well, looks relatively even. I feel like it's still in the favor of the attacker, the defenders rather. Just don't know. Don't know. Pushing? Is he pushing? Looks like he was pushing through for a minute, but I guess not. Oh, there we go. Arliss has descended down off of the plateau here, taking on the Italian Cav, Noble Horse General. Cav Warriors starting to get routed here. Italian Cav pulling back. What did they get popped? They have like frenzy charge or something? I just want to see what your buff is. Rally? I think it's rally. But why did he pull away? Why did you guys pull away? I can understand why you got pulled away, because you were taking some serious damage. Now you just left Tylos all by himself. This was a... Oh my god.
Make them bleed!
See if we can get the jabby throw in here. There we go. Yeah, they kind of just abandoned Tylos there. Or, not Tylos. Gete. Ooh, Glacier's coming back. Alright, alright. But it's not going to be in time. These Noble Swords getting thrashed. Cretans over here are getting pretty peppered down. Only 53 kills, dude. Oh, no. Yeah, there we go. Get them out of there. Making pretty good headway, though, over here. They managed to beat back Carthage, rout some of his units here. Silver Shield Pikes have been thrown in, but I feel like he probably could have left them in there, at least for a little bit, because they weren't in like any type of formation. They weren't in pike formation. He could have done something, but look at this. He got this nice little small unit of Noble Swords through. I would just turn them right around and charge on them, because they're going to rout. Ooh. Charged from General's Bodyguard unit. Another unit of Noble Swords coming on through. It looks like maybe they're going to tie down this General here. That could potentially be bad. 12 and 20, so that's, what, 34? Pikes getting fired at. No surprise there. They are going to start to melt if they don't do something, move away. But Noble Sword General here is also getting peppered down pretty good. 243 kills, though. Not bad for him. Styrians and Cretans going to town on this General here. Oh, he's dead. Oh, boy. That's not good. Meanwhile, over here, the fight is still raging on. Italian Cav managed to charge back in. Galatia managed to slip on by. He's going to come back down for a charge. Tylos not in the right spot. Oh, he managed to get caught. That sucked. Keep going, charge. Get the fuck out of there. Don't need more generals dying. Yeah, get your shock cab over here, man. Come way, way around. Right into the back. Right into the back. Don't charge the front. That won't do shit. But slowly but surely, Gete has just thrown his general in now that he's dead. Don't really blame him there.
Get ready! God bless you!
Move forward a little
Get
bit.
your shields up!
I don't know that I'd be firing at the archers here. I think I'd be firing more at the Galatian Legionnaires. Trading shots, though, and the Cretans and Syrians aren't doing too hot. Silver Shield Pikemen down to 107 men, up to 40 kills. Shield Bearers are 35, 37, 38, 39, 40, 126 men left. Oh, look at this, though. Tribal Warrior's going to charge right on the back. Oh, why did you do that with the pikes? Why did you do that with the pikes? Now they're just going to get charged right in the rear. And there goes Shield Bearers from Elusive. What did the Shield Bearers just broke? I actually don't even know, to be honest. Admittedly, I am mildly delirious at the moment. I've stayed up several nights in a row this past holiday weekend playing Destiny. And also watching the new Obi-Wan show on Disney+. I started the first episode and finished it last night. And really good. Really, really good. Highly recommend that. I will say this, though. If you didn't like Book of Boba Fett, then you probably won't like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Truscan Hoplites getting pretty well and beat up. 66 kills, down to 22 men. Moving forward on Hellenic Royal Guard. Hopefully they are out of ammo. Galatia, I was about to say solution. Galatia here, columning up his Galatian Legionnaires. He's going to try and slip them through this gap here. Pikes are trying to do something. I don't know what, but they're trying. Global swords are gone. He's managing to find some gaps here. Archers moving forward. So far, so good. Ounce power is now in the favor of the attackers. Looks like they managed to defeat the small force that was left up over here. Now they're going to start to move on forward. Italian Cav, I was about to say that all funny. 28 kills. Hellenic Cav, 37. 132 kill for the Noble Swords, and 161 for the Naked Swords. Not bad. Noble Horse here, up to 105 kills. Really doing well. So they're putting the pressure on, really tightening the screws on the defenders, but we'll have to see what eventually happens. Honestly, I think if I was Seleucid, that I would not have committed my pikes down here. I would have left them up here with Carthage's pikes. So that way they really would have had a tough uphill battle. Because you have to think that, this is hypothetical, of course, that by the time that they actually manage to get up to this hill to try and either destroy the defending army and or cap the victory point location, that they're not going to have a lot of ammo left. Same goes for the defenders as well, unless they play their cards right. But if the attackers don't really have a lot of ammo left, that's where the pikes are going to really come into play. I've always said this. I always feel like this. Pikes are a late game strategy. You don't employ them early on unless you are absolutely certain that you will be victorious and you won't lose them. Or if there's no arrows, archers, or any ranged units around to pepper them down. But ideally, you want to wait to the last final stand, when hopefully both sides have exhausted all of their projectile capabilities, and that's when you would use them. But we just saw them waver for half a second. They're still trying to get into position, along with these African pikes now, taking on the Hellenic Royal Guard, and we just have some pike-on-pike action going on here. Oh, this is actually kind of... One day I'm going to find out why that does that. There's nothing that is bound to F12 in Rome 2. I don't know why it happens. After Pikemen are getting pretty well and peppered down, they're losing decisively. The Emperor Guard is gone too, but so is the Silver Shield Pikes from Seleucid. I think it's really going to come down to, I think, I mean, the Pikes here are getting pretty beat up, but if they can break through here, come here, blue paint. They can break through these noble fighters here, which, I mean, after a while they might be able to. This is where it's going to really come in clutch. I don't think that they have really anything defensible up over here. I mean, the Pikes are gone. Tribal Warriors are, yeah, now they're getting engaged. They haven't set a wedding date yet, though. Thank you. I'm here all week. Try the veal. Yeah, I mean, honestly, now would be, I think, a really, really good time for the defenders to take their general units, and specifically though Tylus, his Osworn, and this Tribal Warrior unit here, and shit, even Seleucid has a Royal Peltist, and to just steamroll this way. These naked swords aren't going to last very long. Neither are these noble swords. Neither is the Italian cav. Blast through these guys right here and loop right around. Okay? You have enough here to be able to take on these two cav units. It looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Awesome. Love to see it. They have some archers left. And so do they. 101 kills. They should still have ammo left. They do not. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Are they out? 173. They still have ammo. It can't be a lot, though. It can't be a lot. Just getting sent in. Oh yeah, they charged. They weren't committed. They charged back, but even still, I mean, these Tribal Warriors are going to be able to do some serious damage here. They're not going to be able to break through, and that's going to allow. He's bringing forward the ballistic crew. I love it. If they can crush this here, then they can loop around, and then that'll be it. There's only a minute left in this. So at this point, it's really anybody's game. I know. Did they actually fix this? I know for the longest time that the balance of power bar did not reflect the actual colors on the screen. So, like, the attacking army should be yellow because Emperor Kandikatsu sent this into me, and he's attacking. But they're red. So yeah, then okay, never mind then. I was wrong. Defenders are winning this. Attackers were winning for a little bit, and then, yeah. I don't know what they could have done differently. I really don't. I didn't really notice anything that Emperor Kandikatsu's teammates did that was kind of suspect. And really the only thing that I saw was the Gallic Hunters, so hopefully light can be shed there. I mean, the defenders just played a really, really, really good delaying action the entire game and made the attackers pay for every single step that they took. All right, let's see what we got here. DJ coming in with 2,047 kills, 54 for his gen, 51 for the Italian cav, 205 for the archers, 127, 69, nice, and 23 for the Cretans, 189 and 46 for the pikes, 67 and 76 for the Etruscan hoplites, 130, 165 and 133 for the Italian swords, 112, 118 and 93 for the Samnites, and then 44 and 135 for the Royal Peltists. Emperor Kandikatsu getting 2,971 kills, the most out of everybody here, actually. 248 for his general, 61 for the ballista, 107, 139, 166, and 118 for his archers. So well done there. Axe Warriors 188, 113, and 55. Awesome. Celtic Warriors 122, 117, 163, 138, and then the Noble Fighters, or Noble Swords rather, 115, 345. Nice. 140, 174, 262, and 146. Shedbro getting 2,225 kills. 109 for his general, 102, 130, and 78 for the Syrians. Galatian Legionaries, 189, 52, 129, 73, 104, 87, 201, 69, 65, 145, 199, and 188. 33 for the Levy Freeman. There we go. And then the Naked Swords, 174, not bad, 75, and 49. Jagor getting 2,107 kills, 2 for his general. For the Gallic Hunters that should not be here, 85, 59, 36, and 50. Celtic Warriors, 47, 96, 69, nice, and 54. And then the Tribal Warriors, 170, 77, 133, 99, 150, or 259, rather, 37, 241, 121, 193, 155, and 124. Iceful getting 2,178 kills. 64 for his general, 201, 198, 112, and 122 for the archers. Hellman, 32, 21, 42, 32, 82, wow, and 25. 253 for the Royal Peltist, 56 and 209 for the pikes. And Thorax Swords, 115, 165, right? Yeah. 35, 220, 81, and 112. Not bad, actually, for this one, 220. That's pretty impressive. And then Tito getting 2,351 kills, 37 for his general, 19 for the Iberian Cab, 216, 255, and 201 for the Cretans, 82 for the African Pikes, 93, 159, 143, and 78 for the Libyan Infantry, 63, 95, 153, and 9 for the Gallic Hunters, 218 for the Noble Fighters, 131, 65, and 66 for the Sand Knights, and then 126, 142 for the Scutari. That's going to be it. One hell of a fight. You don't win them all, but you can learn from your mistakes, I guess, right? And honestly, sometimes there just isn't any learning from mistakes. You can do everything right and still lose sometimes. Just the way that it is, you know? But anyway, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I know I did, as always. Have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are while you're watching. Just have a good one. Peace out, guys.